Onegaishimasu. Today's lesson is about punching and the correct form. Now, punch, quite straightforward in karate, starts from here, finishes here. Now, there's a triquetrum, which is the part of these little bones that you have in your hand. There's a gap here, right, which is a natural gap between your little bones here and your ulna. Now, what you want to do when you punch is you want to close that gap to strengthen. You want to use these two knuckles to punch, not these two. You want to make this part straight, you want to make the outside straight, so it's perfectly solidified. So when you punch, first two knuckles, gap closed, straight here, and quite important, make sure that your elbow is not hyperextending. So keep your elbow bent, that's very important. Elbow bent, gap closed, two knuckles. Common mistakes are where people punch with these two knuckles, they end up breaking them because they're a lot softer than these two, and opening the gap. So punching in this manner, so what happens when the punch hits? It folds the hand, right? Because there's a large gap there. So keep the gap closed, punch with the two knuckles. The ulna and the radius are key in this. When we punch, the fist should rotate. Now the rotation is similar to a rugby ball being thrown where it rotates through the air. You want to get that same rotation in order to penetrate, right? A dull punch doesn't have the same effect as a rotating punch. Now looking at the punch from the side, this is what it looks like here. Now again, elbow must be bent. Don't hyperextend, you'll end up actually injuring your own elbow. I have seen it happen. So make sure your elbow is always bent so that the impact is cushioned. Now the actual punch itself, from here, next to your chest, you notice this hand goes back at the same time. Now, if you really want to practice, make sure that you can do a fist press up. When you do the press up, only these two knuckles should touch the ground while doing the press up. どうもありがとうございました。